B March Boxing, I told y'all. Absolutely, I told y'all, man. Don't jump the gun, don't jump to conclusions. None of us here on these YouTube streets in the negotiation room. We not there when these guys are ironing out the wrinkles of a contract over negotiations. So no need to jump to conclusions. When I first heard that the Teofimo Lopez versus Lomachenko fight was in jeopardy, absolutely I was kind of I'm not gonna say upset. I ain't gonna let boxing get me upset. That's what I'm not gonna do, man. There's bigger and better things in life. More pressing issues than to get upset by boxing, you know what I mean? Cause shit, man, I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. I've been on how boxing goes. Sometimes, especially with 2020 and this COVID year, don't get your hopes high on nothing unless you can control it. You know what I mean? If you can help hold whatever you have to do in your destiny of your palms, then it's all on you. But stuff you can't control, especially entertainment, stuff that we just sit on our couch and watch, I'm not going to let boxing get me upset. So when I first heard that Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez fight was in jeopardy, I was like, what's new? It's 2020. It's boxing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, boxing's the type of sport where fellas want to get the most money for fighting the weakest opponents. You know what I'm saying? High risk, low rewards are not even in a lot of these guys. You know, a lot of these guys ain't really trying to test themselves. But not Teofimo Lopez. He's been wanting this fight from a long time. And this fight was initially penciled in for October 3rd, but it looks like it will be happening October 17th or October 24th on ESPN. Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez, IBF, WBO, WBA unification. Could have been an undisputed fight. But you can blame Lomachenko and the WBC for screwing that up for real boxing fans such as myself. So, Teofimo Lopez manager by the name of David McWater, he told the media that top-ranked Bob Arum has finished hammering things out. I'll read you some quotes from what the man Teofimo Lopez had. Teofimo Lopez Sr. said. He said, quote, the world will see it and we will get more recognition when we beat Lomachenko, and that's good for us. It's going to be a beautiful fight between two great fighters doing the best that they can do to win. The manager, McWater, David McWater said, quote, we came to an agreement. The fight will take place later in October than October 3rd, but we have a deal. It was a complicated deal, but we made it. And Arum and I have been talking, and we finally got it done. End quote. So the first publications, when we first heard about this particular fight, was Lomachenko was supposed to get 1.25 million. Okay, out of a possible 4.7 million total that was available to be split between Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez. You know, the fight I'm not sure if it's gonna be on pay-per-view, but this fight, you know, it ain't gonna have no spectators, you know what I mean? There won't be anybody in the venue to watch, so nobody will be allowed to buy tickets, so, you know, it's difficult to generate some revenue. But all in all, you know, Teofimo Lopez now will be getting closer to $2 million, and Lomachenko is willing to give up a piece of the purse to help make this fight happen. So God give props to both guys, you know what I mean? You know? I'm gonna read some more quotes from David McWater, the manager of Teofimo Lopez. He said, quote, everything was with Bob was completely businesslike. We're both businessmen. It was easy, not easy, you know. It was one of those things that everybody was a gentleman and polite. We had to make an arrangement and we got to something where everyone was happy. End quote. Teofimo Lopez is 15-0, 12 KOs. You know what I mean? Just turned 23 last month. 2016 Olympian. Both his parents from Honduras. And he got that IBF title when he knocked out Richard Coleman in the second round. You know what I mean? Last year in December. Teofimo Lopez, he been calling out Lomachenko for a long time, way before he was a champion. Now it's his opportunity to, you know what I mean, get in the pound-for-pound rankings if he can beat the man Lomachenko. Some more quotes from Teofimo Lopez Sr. Quote, "How do you like my prediction from 2 years ago? It was supposed to happen. God has not given me this vision for no reason. That's exactly what's happening. My son ain't scared of nobody. He's from another freaking planet. I asked him once to tell me the truth when I asked him, 'Do you get scared when you get into the ring?' He said, 'No, Dad. I get excited to put on a big show.' He belongs in boxing, and you guys are going to see who the real deal is." End quote. Lomachenko's 32 years old, ladies and gents, boxing heads and fight fans around the world. 14-1, 10 KOs. Two-time Olympic gold champion. Gold medalist for Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? He's a champion in 3 different weight classes in the pro ranks. More quotes from David McWater. Quote, "It's crazy. I remember when Teofimo was like 3-0, and he talked about this fight in the war. And here they are. In my opinion, it's a remarkable story. Teofimo and his father have been singularly focused on this fight for years, and we're making it happen. The power of the human spirit should never be underestimated. We feel like it has a chance to be an important fight in history. We're very excited for him and his dad, and the fight is a dream come true." End quote. So, just in case, and I didn't make a video about it because I just wanted these things to play out. In case the man Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko did not come to an agreement, Top Rank had the man, the Puerto Rican Felix Verdejo, 27-1 with 17 KOs. He was on standby, you know what I'm saying? And he was going to be the one next up to fight Lomachenko if the man Teofimo Lopez didn't come to an agreement with Loma for the fight. And you know, that particular fight with Verdejo and Lomachenko, they have history, you know, because Lomachenko beat the man Verdejo in the 2020 Olympics in London. You know what I'm saying? You know, according to this article, Teofimo Lopez Sr. told his son, "Yo, take that money, that initial $1.25 million that was offered." The man Teofimo Lopez said, "Come on, Pops." He said, "Nah, I know there's some more money out there. I know I could get more." I'm going to read some quotes from what Teofimo Lopez Sr. said about his son rejecting the initial offer of $1.25 million. Quote, "I told him to take the money. This is going to be for the legacy because that's what we fight for. But my son said, 'Dad, I know I can get more.' I said, 'Do your thing.' He promised me he won't lose this fight. I said, 'Okay, do your negotiations,' and that's what he did. He knows what he's worth. And with the fight in October, we have enough time for training. My son has been training, and now it's a matter of me putting the tactics in on how to beat this guy." End quote. So it looks like Team Teofimo Lopez are ready. And remember, I told y'all, man, I made that video, my last video. Is Teofimo Lopez ducking this fight? That was the question. Is he ducking Lomachenko? And my conclusion, I came with my synopsis in that particular video was, no, he's not ducking him. Like Teofimo Lopez Pop said, he knows what he's worth, right? I gave you scenarios of guys like, what's his name? Danny Jacobs versus Golovkin. Even Golovkin versus Canelo. You know, there will be an offer in Canelo and Golovkin's case. Triple G was being offered the most money he's ever seen in boxing. He initially rejected it. I can't quite remember what the figures were on that fight. He initially rejected it. They came back to the negotiation table, and he got way more than what he was initially offered. You know what I mean? Danny Jacobs versus Golovkin. It was going to be Danny Jacobs' highest purse, biggest purse of his payday, of his career. He got the initial offer was going to be the biggest purse he had ever seen. He rejected it. They went back to the negotiation table, and he got a much better percentage than what was initially offered. What happened? The fight got made. Same scenario goes down with Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? I give y'all another example of Amir Khan and Lamar Peterson. Lamar Peterson was initially offered $300,000, and the fight wasn't even going to be in D.C. It was going to be anywhere else apart from Washington, D.C. Lamar Peterson rejected his highest payday at the time of $300,000. He went and fought Victor Cayo in his next fight for $30,000. People looking at him like, what the hell? You crazy, Lamar? Lamar, come on, Slim. You lunching. Nah. The man Lamar Peterson fought Victor Cayo, a dangerous fighter, for $30,000. And he beat him. Went back to the negotiations with Amir Khan. And now he got double that, $600,000, his biggest payday of his career. And the fight wasn't just anywhere in the world. It wasn't in London, Las Vegas, California. Nah, the fight was in Washington, D.C. Amir Khan was bragging about how he'll come and beat Lamar Peterson in his backyard in Washington, D.C. Lamar Peterson beats him in Washington, D.C., gets his highest payday, snatches 2 straps up off of Amir Khan, and the rest is history. Amir Khan has never held a world title since, you know what I'm saying? And this is boxing, you know what I mean? And negotiations got to be made, and fellas got to be got to be fair, you know what I mean? I do negotiations all day, every day, you know. Just last night, I sold a MacBook 2019. I sold it for $10.50, you know what I'm saying? The guy, I was initially selling it for $11.50. The guy came, wanted to buy it for like $900. I said, come on, man. Come on now. You ain't gonna get it for $900. I told him, look, I'll meet you. Then he initially offered $9.50. I said, okay, look, I'll meet you halfway at $10.50. I came down from $11.50. I'll meet you halfway at $10.50. You come up, I come down $100. You come up $100 from $9.50 to $10.50. Bada boom, bada bing. Slim came through and scooped out the MacBook. You know what I'm saying? Negotiations. Was I gonna take $900? Absolutely not. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stand 10 toes down, and I'm going to stay firm. Just like the Master P joint, you see? Master P been having this documentary on BET, the No Limit Chronicles or whatever. Master P said Priority Records initially offered him $1 million. Master P rejected it. He ain't never seen $1 million in his life. I'm not too sure what the terms of the deal were, etc. I'm not too sure, you know what I mean? Whether it was for how many years, how many albums, whatever, right? Master P told his man's, King George, his right-hand man at the time, his man was tripping like, come on, P, why the fuck you ain't take that money, man? Master P told his man, King George, look, Slim, this white man just offered me $1 million and he don't even know me. So he basically feels like he's worth more than that. And he ain't take the $1 million, and he came back, renegotiated a deal where he gets an 85-15 split percentage-wise on every record he sells. You know what I mean? If a record sells for $15, he keeps $12 out of that. The record Priority keeps $3. See, the negotiations, you know what I mean? You gotta have negotiation tactics. It's part of business, and it's business, never personal. You know what I'm saying? Negotiations between Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, they went bad, even though Deontay Wilder did accept a $15 million flat fee. But that really wasn't, that was more disrespectful. It was, that wasn't good negotiation tactics and business tactics from Eddie Hearn's side. Even though Deontay Wilder did accept it, then Eddie Hearn and AJ and them, they ran for the hills, right? At the end of the day, that was more personal, not business, you know what I mean? They personally did not want no smoke with Wilder. But at the end of the day, Teofimo Lopez and Loma are getting it in. The fight's happening. My man, B More to BK in the chat. What the deal, man? He says, I'm glad the fight got made, you know what I mean? I wonder what all those cornball channels gonna say now because they made countless videos about Teofimo Lopez fronting, and he never believed he could win. I got to comment on that, man, because that's a great point my man B More the BK just laid down. You know what I mean? That's truth and rights. A lot of people jumped out there, man, and they cussed the man Teofimo Lopez out. They said he's ducking. They said he's like all the other black fighters, even though Teofimo Lopez ain't black. He said he is like all the other black fighters Lomachenko beat, from Gary Russell to rigging that Nicholas Walters. Why the hell did they have to, you know, involve them, say, you know, that Teofimo Lopez beat all these black fighters, and now Lomachenko beat all these black fighters, and now these guys are ducking him? I have no idea. That's their agenda. They're obviously agenda and race-driven and motivated by having a white boy who's one of the best pound for pound in boxing. And I like that, you know what I'm saying? I like it, absolutely. It's boxing, you know? I like fighters coming from all over the world, but I just want to see the best fight the best. But yeah, a lot of fellas, they did play the man, you know what I mean? That's why, you know, you can't stick your neck up out there like you know what the hell's going on. You're not in the negotiation room, man. Stop that, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, if Teofimo Lopez ended up not fighting Lomachenko, and he fights a Joe Blow, a nobody, then you can jump out there and say, okay, look, how the hell Teofimo Lopez going to turn down his biggest payday to go fight a Joe Blow, and then also Vasyl Lomachenko ain't fighting nobody neither. Or let's say he fights the man Felix Verdejo. Nobody will be happy with either side, you know what I mean? And I'm glad we got to a resolution and we got this fight popping. What the deal? My man Boxing Learner in the chat. What the deal, Slim? Thanks for coming through, my guy. He says exactly. Absolutely, man. You know, I didn't believe for one sec Teofimo Lopez was ducking. I can't remember. What was the initial... I did the video a few weeks ago. I think Teofimo Lopez was being offered 1.25. And the man Lomachenko was being offered, was it close to 3 million? Was it close to 4 million? And I said, look, give the man Teofimo Lopez at least close to 2 million. And guess what? That's exactly what's happening, man. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. I'm glad we got this fight popping for 3 titles. Don't talk to me about no undisputed thing. That's what we're not going to do, because last I checked, a guy by the name of Devin Haney's holding the WBC lightweight title. Who'd he be for it? I can't even tell you. But at the end of the day, Lomachenko don't have no WBC strap. And we're not getting an undisputed fight at lightweight. And we haven't had an undisputed fight at lightweight since 1988. Yeah. Since Pernell Whitaker beat Juan Nazario. Knocked him out in like 1 round. Something crucial. You know what I'm saying? You know, Pernell Whitaker had an IBF strap he beat off of Greg Haugen. He had a WBC belt he beat off in a rematch off of Jose Ramirez. And then he got that WBA strap versus Juan Nazario. You know what I mean? Boxer Learner says, not anymore he does. What do you mean, not anymore he does? You gotta explain that one time. You check it. But yeah, man, I'm glad this fight's popping, and we're gonna have this fight at October, the last 2 weekends of October, if not the 17th, the 24th. And I'm looking forward to this. I was gonna go. Oh yes, absolutely. Boxing Learner clarified. WBC belt belongs to Devin Haney. Yes, he ain't beat nobody for that strap. But Lomachenko had the opportunity to fight the man and take that WBC strap off of him if he didn't feel he rightfully beat anybody for it, but he decided not to. You know what I mean? You check it. So I'm looking forward to this fight. Unfortunately, big up to my man B-More the BK in the chat. We would have linked up, man, if it wasn't for COVID. I was going to be up in NYC at MSG at the end of March to come watch this fight live in the flesh. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. They're going to have this fight in front of nobody, a crowdless fight. Will it be pay-per-view? Time will tell. I hope not, but we shall see. B-Marsh Boxer, salute to everybody in the chat. Be more the BK. Big up my man, Boxing Learner. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. And here we go. We got it. WBA, IBF, WBO unification. Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez. Lopez does have like a 10-year age advantage. At least 9 years. So, age is on his side. But will Lomachenko's veteran style, will his veteran experience got him through this fight? Look, Lomachenko's 14-1, Teofimo Lopez 15-0. They had the same amount of fights. They both been to the Olympics. Lomachenko has an extensive amateur background, absolutely. In the pro ranks, he's beaten better fighters. He's a champion in 3 different weight classes. But Teofimo Lopez, man, the world's in your palm of your hands now. What you gonna do about it, October? I'm gone. Peace.